G'day viewers, welcome to this week's Laughaholics, which is a little Johnny joke. So little Johnny and his grandfather, they're fishing by this beautiful calm lake, surrounded by willows and everything, and having a pretty good time when little Johnny's grandfather decides to light up a cigarette. And little Johnny sees his granddad smoking a cigarette. He says, "Granddad, that looks like something I wouldn't mind doing. Could I have a puff of your cigarette?" And the grandfather looks at little Johnny and says, "Little Johnny, can your penis touch your butthole?" And little Johnny says, "No." He says, "Well, then you're not old enough." And so time goes by a little bit more, and then the grandfather gets thirsty, so he takes a beer out and he starts chugging on his beer. And little Johnny looks at his granddad and he says, "Granddad, that beer looks pretty good. Can I have a swig of your beer?" And the old man looks at his grandson and he says, "Little Johnny, can your penis touch your butthole?" And little Johnny says, "No." "Well, there you go then, son. You're not old enough." And time goes by again. And then little Johnny starts to get hungry and he goes into his lunchbox and he pulls out a Tupperware container full of cookies. He opens it up and he starts eating one of these cookies. And the grandfather looks at little Johnny and says, "Hey, little Johnny, those cookies look mighty tasty. Can I have one of those?" And little Johnny looks at his grandfather and says, "Well, Granddad, that all depends. Can you make your penis touch your butthole?" And the grandfather looks at him and says, "In fact, I can." And little Johnny looks at his granddad and he says, "Well then, Granddad, I tell you what, you go screw yourself, because Grandma made these cookies for me." And that's it, guys. I hope you liked today's little Johnny joke. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it with all your mates. Make sure they get a good laugh as well. If you haven't already subscribed, you can do that down below. Just hit the subscribe button. But remember, you need to click on the bell and select all, because if you don't go through all that rigmarole, you won't get notified of future videos. As always, guys, loved having you here. Hope to see you for next week's Laughaholics. Until then, keep well, look after yourself. This is Peter from My Bonza channel signing off. Catch you later, guys.